Hey guys, welcome back to Patreon. Thank you so much for being here. So as you know, this is the last episode of Firefly. This is episode 14. It is called Objects in Space. Yes, very, very sad to see this is coming to an end. This is our last episode together. Thank you though for being here with me to watch this show. It's been such a joy to watch this show. I am so happy that this won on the poll. Really, really, really happy this one. This has been such a great experience for me to watch this show. I love, watching a show that I thoroughly enjoy and I can get really into. So anyways, let's go ahead and watch this, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, here we go. This is Firefly season 1, the only season, episode 14. This is Objects in Space. 3, 2, 1, play. I remember when River did that. No power in the verse can stop her.
The world is ours, you know?
So you had to be naked?
Naked, yes.
Oh, it's good to see him and Kaylee sitting like that together.
I would be there right now. I mean, it was either that or the national.
What did River just see? River just had some kind of vision, but what was that about?
But I mean, you still got the urge. They don't cut it off or nothing.
No, I'm more or less intact.
Yeah, that'll be the day. I got stupid. The money was too good.
I don't give half a hump if you're innocent or not. So where does that put you?
Oh, so she's seeing things that they've actually said or done? Wow. But that they had never said to her face, though.
I appreciate you not saying anything.
Well, I don't. So make up your mind.
I'm a big girl, just tell me.
None of it means a damn thing.
What's happening? What is she seeing? She's seeing... What's going on here, River?
You know that's not to be over.
Stop yelling at her. That's
River, sweetheart. There should be one nothing to do with that. Put it down.
What were you
thinking?
Oh.
Where did you get a hold of?
My gosh.
Just let me thank you. Fully loaded, safety off. No touching guns, okay?
No touching.
River.
It's getting very, very crowded.
It wasn't a gun, though. It was a stick that she picked up.
Could have been you she might have shot just then. The doctor, as you just made note of. And who exactly could fix you? We're deep in space, corner of no and where. You take extra care with her.
The corner of no and where. Oh, God. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I can't sing. I know I suck. I just love this song. Look at that. By the end of the show, I finally pretty much learned the lyrics. Not entirely, but pretty much. Only took me 14 episodes. Oh no.
Where's River at now?
In our room, which I'm thinking we bolt from the outside from now on.
That's a little extreme, isn't it?
Anybody remember her coming at me with a butcher's knife?
Wacky fun.
You want to go, little man?
Only if it's someplace with candlelight.
Someplace with candlelight.
As far as we know, the girl's never even picked up a gun before.
That ain't so.
Oh God. So they just didn't even detect this guy was here, his spaceship or anything. No detection at all.
Okay, Kaylee. Why don't you speak your piece?
Well, we all went in. Me too. Didn't make much account of myself, I'm afraid.
Well, that's right. River picked up the gun and she was like, do, and she wasn't even looking and she killed those 3 people. I remember.
And then River comes up. She looks out, sees them all, closed her eyes,
Yeah.
killed him.
Yep.
She shot them?
All three, dead in an instant, with their eyes still closed.
She killed him with mathematics. What else could it have been?
Nobody can shoot like that that's a person.
So River's not a person. I understand what you're saying here. I thought River was your friend.
She is.
Uh-oh.
This isn't a joking matter. This is about our lives and River's.
Thank you.
Psychic? Is that even remotely possible?
You tell me.
Psychic, though? That sounds like something out of science fiction.
You live in a spaceship, dear.
Are you saying she really reads minds?
Or near enough.
Wow.
I don't like the idea of someone hearing what I'm thinking.
No one likes the idea of hearing what you're thinking.
Uses for a psychic.
A psychic. Or an assassin.
Right.
I ain't gonna make a decision on anything till I thought on it a while. It's late.
Gotta go check on my assassin.
Oh, please don't be mad. I had to say something.
She loves this ship.
What about you? Isn't there anything about this place you're glad of?
Come on, Simon.
Good night. You too.
Oh gosh. The one time.
Good night.
Don't let the space bugs bite.
It's okay, Kaylee. Don't worry. Oh no, is that guy coming in from the outside? Huh. Oh! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, crew quarters locked? Oh god. Oh, Kaylee's door is still open though.
Maybe I come down the chimney, Kaylee. Bring presents to the good girls and boys.
He knows her name too.
You ever been? There's nobody can help you. Say it.
There's nobody can help me.
Oh my gosh.
Hello?
Oh! Oh man.
River?
River's gone. Oh! Oh no.
So you're a bounty hunter.
That ain't it at all.
Then what are you?
Yeah, what is he?
I'm a bounty hunter.
He just said you're a bounty hunter. Can he not hear what the doctor is saying?
You are gonna help me look for her.
I don't think my last act in this verse is gonna be betraying my sister.
You refuse to help me. I shoot your brain out. And I go upstairs and spend some time with a little mechanic I got trussed up in the engine room.
Oh god.
And which part of your plan dictated the necessity of beating up a shepherd?
That ain't a shepherd.
That's a shepherd. I wonder if Early is a psychic.
They make psychiatrists get psychoanalyzed before they can get certified. But they don't make a surgeon get cut on. That seem right to you?
This guy is very interesting.
People miss out on what's solid.
He is psychic.
Not your moment, doctor.
He is psychic. Okay, Early is psychic. It's not your moment, doctor.
You can still walk away from this. I know you're tired.
Oh
Don't go visiting my intentions.
my gosh.
You show yourself and finish this exchange, or your brother's brains will be flying every which way. You understand, I'm sort of on the clock here. It's frustrating.
You're wrong, Early.
She knows his name.
They didn't want her here, but she couldn't make herself leave. So she melted away.
What?
I am the ship.
River.
River's gone.
Then who exactly are we talking to?
You're talking to Serenity.
Whoa. Reminds me a little bit of Event Horizon. The ship comes alive.
Kaylee?
Oh, Kaylee.
It's okay. Gonna be okay.
I'm tied up. I can't.
Got tools. Something sharp.
He's really very gentle and fuzzy. We're becoming fast friends.
What the hell's going on here?
I need you to do me a favor, Captain.
Mel.
You know, with the exception of one deadly and unpredictable midget, this girl is the smallest cargo I've ever had to transport, yet by far the most troublesome. Does that seem right to you?
Does that seem right to you? He keeps asking that question. Does that seem right to you? Oh, Kaylee sees them.
Pain. Your mother knew. Sadness in her when she waved goodbye.
Oh.
I'll be a son of a... You're not in my girl mind. You're on my girl ship.
Oh, that's so cool. She's on his ship. That's great.
It's been said.
It's okay, Early. I'm going with you.
Going with him?
Dangerous, like you. Can't be controlled. Can't be trusted. Everyone could just go on without me and not have to worry.
Oh, man.
No.
I'll be fine. I'll be your bounty, Jubal Early.
Wow. No, River, no.
Finally, something goes according to...
Simon?
Oh!
Early's on the move.
Yes, Mel. Look at all Jane's guns. Oh, he doesn't even wake up to get them? Oh, he just used his curtain for a blanket.
Made the right move, darling. Best for you to go with old Early.
You think so?
Oh my gosh.
Some of us feel differently.
Oh, Mal. Oh, ho, 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 Mal. There's River. Oh, good.
Permission to come aboard?
Go on, get in there. Give your brother a thrashing for messing up your plan.
He takes so much looking after.
That was funny. That was cool.
This is really not my area of expertise, Doctor. I tend to be putting these into people more than the other thing.
Can I mop your brow? I am at the ready with the fearsome brow mop.
Wash.
How's your lip?
Taken out by one bounty hunter.
Don't get me wrong, I gave him a hell of a fight.
These guys.
And it turns out he's like 14 years old. I mean, he must have been some kind of genetic experiment, because I swear this guy was,
There's Early.
Yep. Here I am.
Oh. Wow. That's it. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of Firefly. That was the last episode. And yeah, I'm just listening to the song right now because I love that song. Yeah, so I'll just say that that was a fantastic show. I am so happy that I got to watch this. I know I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm very disappointed there was only one season, and I don't really understand why there was only one season, because it's a great show. It really is, and it deserved more than one season. Yeah, I wish, and I know I keep saying this, but I just wish somebody would take this show and continue it now, you know? You know, it's like Dexter, you know, Dexter ended, I mean, it had many more seasons, Dexter, obviously. This show only had one season, but now, you know, Dexter ended a long time ago, and now they're making another Dexter. You know, they're doing a continuation of Dexter. And I think that's so great. And this, I wish that would happen with this show. I wish somebody would come in and take this show and do it again. All the same actors. I don't know why they won't. I don't know, does Joss Whedon own this material, and so someone can't come in and, you know, license it from him or something? I don't know, but I just think this is such a great show. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much that went kind of, it's like, this doesn't seem like the end of this show, you know? It's there's so many more stories to tell, I feel like. And I see how they tried to kind of wrap it up in the last 2 episodes with, you know, really showing Mal, really showing the love between Mal and Inara. They've, you know, they really, even though they didn't actually say it, the show made it very clear that yes, that there's love, they have love for each other, real love for each other. And that was a storyline that could have been played out more, you know, obviously, but the show ended, so it wasn't. And she decided to leave because obviously being in love with the person that she's on the ship with, and him being in love with her, complicates their situation with whatever they're doing in life. Although I think they could be in love with each other and still do what they're doing in life. Maybe I don't know, maybe Inara wouldn't feel comfortable being a companion still, you know, if she was with Mal. And so maybe she wouldn't be still doing that. But, you know, maybe Mal would not feel comfortable doing what he's doing. I don't know. I just kind of wanted that story to play out more than it did. And I wanted to see Kaylee and the doctor together too, Simon. I wanted to see them get together and have a love story. I'm kind of like that. Like I like love stories, especially when you watch, you know, 14 episodes of something and you see something building between people for a long time. I love watching the build, you know, and then seeing it kind of come to fruition. Not quite, but almost was special, and I wish it had have come to fruition. You know, especially Inara and Mal. I thought they had really great chemistry in the show. Really great chemistry. All the actors in this show were so great. Gina Torres, I've seen in a bunch of things, and she's always fantastic in whatever she's in. She's amazing. She was in The Vampire Diaries. She's been in some other things too that I've seen. She's just a fantastic actress. I mean, everybody is amazing. Yeah, and I recognize River. Interestingly enough, I recognize her, but I don't know where I remember her from. But I definitely recognize her face. I think I've seen her in other things. I just can't recall where I've seen her. And obviously Nathan Fillion he's been in a bunch of things. I loved him. I watched a show. It was Drew Barrymore's show, and Timothy Olyphant was in it. And it was called Santa Clarita Diet. It was hilarious. And Nathan Fillion was in that too. And Jane, Daniel Baldwin, I think that's his name. Is it Daniel? I think so. Anyways, I've seen him in a bunch of things too. He's been in loads of things that I've watched. I just can't remember them off the top of my head right now, but he's been around for a while. But yeah, such a great show. Super happy that this won in the poll. I wish that it had more seasons. I think it deserves to have more seasons. I think it's a really fantastic show. And I know, you know, all that the crap that's going on with Joss Whedon, and it's disgusting and gross. But I wish someone could license this material from him if he owns the Firefly material, if that's his and he's, it's his material. I wish that he would license it to somebody so that this show could have more seasons and could watch, more of this, just because I really enjoyed this show. I did. And for all of you out there that, still love Joss Whedon, I don't mean to say that, gross and disgusting as an insult to you. I just, think that there's been some sketchy things that have gone on with him, and it's hard to really know, what's happened, but from what I've read, he's done some things that aren't good. So, like I said, if this was his material and Joss Whedon actually owns Firefly material, I wish that someone would license it from him and make more of this show, because it deserves it. The acting is so great, and I just really wish someone would take it and and make more of it. I'm excited to watch Serenity, the movie. I'm very excited to see that. I hope that Serenity kind of wraps up everything in this show that didn't get a chance to wrap up, because it ended right now. It ended on episode 14. But yeah, I think that the character development in this show was outstanding. I mean, it started off, and just the whole way that we got to know every character. Every character was written so well, and every character had a lot of depth. And sometimes I didn't like some of the characters because of the way that they were behaving, and then they did something that redeemed themselves, and all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, okay, this character's not as bad as I thought they were. Or like there was a time in this show when River was kind of annoying me, and I was like, man, she's really annoying. And then that went away, and then I ended up loving River. And Jane obviously is one of the characters that I think that would be the one that everybody would kind of love to hate, because he's so rude and he's crass, and he says all the wrong things. But even with Jane, you see that there's humanity with him. He didn't want the crew to know what he had done to River and Simon in that one episode, and it showed that he had remorse. So even someone like Jane, who most of the time is only out to his own gain and out to make money, wherever the bigger, better deal is, he's on board. He showed that he has remorse, and he didn't want the River and Simon to know, or the crew to know, what he had done. He felt bad. So it was really great to see that character arc with him too. And also with Mal, when I first started watching this show, the first few episodes, I was really, really upset at Mal because of the way that he was treating Anara. And I kind of felt from the very beginning that Mal had an attraction to Anara, but he just didn't want to acknowledge that. So instead of him acknowledging it, he instead treated her poorly. He called her a whore, and and he really looked down on her. But I think that's just because that I feel he did that because he was just trying to deflect what was really going on, and that was the fact that he had deep feelings for her. So that was, I was mad at him in the beginning, but then he softened after a while because he realized that he didn't need to be putting her down like that. And she was great. Inara was so great too. And I've seen her in many things. As you know, she's in the Deadpool movies, but she was also in a show called Homeland, which I watch, which is, if you haven't seen Homeland with Claire Danes, I highly recommend you watch it. It's an incredible incredible show. Mandy Patinkin also stars in it. I think it's one of the best shows ever made. It's so great. It is incredible. It's a thriller, so get ready for an intense ride. It's definitely not an easy show to watch, but it's incredible. Yeah, she's her name is Marina Baccarin. That's her name, who plays Anara on the show, and she's an outstanding actress. She's so incredible. I mean, everything she does, everything I've seen her in, I love her. She's just, yeah, she blows my mind. And it was funny in the beginning of the show how she was making fun of Mal and what he did for a living, because she had to come back and say something. Every time he said something to her, putting her down about her profession, she had to come back and say something, and she was good. She was really good like that. She was witty, she was very quick, and she was able to put him down as well for what he was doing for a living. So it was just their chemistry in the show, Nathan Fillion and Marina Baccarin, was A+. The whole show was awesome. There wasn't one thing about the show that I didn't like. I loved the humor. I loved the intensity. While this show is not that intense, it was actually a much easier watch for me than some of the shows I've watched, like The Boys and like Invincible, for example. Firefly was a bit of respite from these super intense shows. However, even though Firefly is, you know, more of a comedy, I would say it's like a comedy adventure kind of action, there were some intense moments in this show, and maybe intense isn't the right word, but there were some emotional moments in this show, and they were emotional enough to me where I did, you know, feel things very deeply in the storyline in particular episodes. So there's nothing about this show that I could say that I didn't like, and that's rare, you know. Most shows that I watch, I can say, you know, I loved everything about the show, but there's some of these things that, you know, were a little too much, or something, maybe not enough of this or something. But Firefly, in my opinion, had it all. So I'm very grateful that I got to watch this show. Thank you guys for voting on this. Very happy to have seen this, and now I look forward to going into watching Serenity. Sad this has ended, but it's like a bittersweet thing, and I'm excited to watch Serenity. So thank you guys so much for being here. Love all of you guys. I look forward to watching Serenity and joining you for my reaction. Thanks. Take care, okay? See you soon.